Yes, respected friends, welcome you all. Congratulations for being on this path relentlessly. May it become deeper, intense, and get the results quickly in due time. Congratulations to you all, and let us pray to the Divine also to keep us on this path relentlessly. Friends, the 13 Vyaktitvas of Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, and Samskrita, Bhasha Gnata, Vyakarana Sahita. Just even imagining those Vyaktitvas, if we inculcate in us and then achieve perfection in them, what a sigh of relief, what a great joy of achieving something true, something elating, something substantial. Even the feeling of it is so joyful. If really we have worked hard to reach to that, how great that experience will be. How great that sense of contentment or satisfaction or fulfillment will be. Let us aim at that. And we have our own whatever faculties, abilities. Anything less or lacking, we always have the resources to fill us up, to replenish. The source of Shruti Mata is there to strengthen our information wherever we miss. The source of the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Guru Gana is there again to guide whenever we need it. The source of the Devata Ganas are there whenever we need the charging and empowerment in our faculties. And whenever we need, we have Jagan Mata, the source, to bless us with Sattva and there with our Sharanagati to help us. The source, the Paramatma, always is there to protect us. Then Parabrahman is our own self. It is we who are delaying in our identity with Him. Friends, let us that way become more conscious, alert in our lives regarding what to achieve. Now, we are studying the Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Wonderful it is from Krishna Yajurveda, first chapter we are in. We are studying the 11th mantra. It is such an important mantra for its content for all of us. Lot of things can be spoken. Mainly, the theme is with the Brahma Jnana, with the Atma Jnana, here and now the Mukti. Any other sadhana other than the Upanishad Adhyana and through that the Brahma Jnana will give us those respective results up to the level of becoming one with the Avyakrita, the Ishvara Tattva, up to that level. But yet, two very important things. One, even there is no mukti. Two, even there, the mukti is only through the again Brahma or Atma Jnana. See the clarity? Therefore, you think, take your abilities, capacities into account, look into your own intellectual maturity, see your own capacities, whatever you say, choose. You want to have the Sadhya Mukti, come what may, I'll work hard for it, struggle for it. Or you want to have the Krama Mukti, very delaying path. And a youngster, straight away aiming at the civil services. I'll get it, that's it. एक साल 2 साल जान दो लगाऊंगा. The other youngster, somehow dhakka mukha, I'll get some clerical job, UDC. Slowly, slowly, I will scale. And that scaling also, that fellow, once he gets job, that also is very tough. Ask him, why are you not trying for the departmental exams and get the promotion? He's afraid of the higher responsibilities, higher works. Therefore, he says, हाँ अपने seniority से promotion मिलेगा. It's all his inner attitude. The first person's also, it is inner attitude. That straight away I get that post of officer and I will do all those responsibilities and I am rewarded with those higher salaries, name and fame. See the attitude of him. And he is trying and he is getting it. And the other person is this. So too, are we able to understand, grasp about the Sadhya Mukti through the Jnana Marga of knowing the self and identifying with it? Are we clearly understanding about the Krama Mukti? In that also, you have to regularly work. Like for that person of clerk to become officer, regularly will have to go to office. He'll have to do his work. He has to prove his worth. Not only step by step he is promoted. In that also, if he does wrong, some corruption, he'll be suspended. He'll be removed. He'll be debarred from the job. Same way, even in Krama Mukti, we are working with the Lord, being spiritual. Regularly, we are working there. There's no respite anywhere. Either in Sadhya Mukti, instantaneous revelation, or the Krama Mukti, करना तो पड़ता ही रहता है. But in the Krama Mukti, small little pleasures which are not there. In the Sadhya Mukti, they are experienced. But they're the most dangerous ones, which can hold on us to those lower levels only for a long time. And it will go on delaying our the real moksha through the jnana, the Atma Jnana Prapti. Isn't it? Through the Krama Mukti Paddhati, any upasanas we do, those lokas we get, those sukha, bhoga, pleasures we get, very enchanting. But because of the enchantment only, they are really binding also. So a sharp, subtle intellected one, a little unbiased, pure intellected one, and the one who is not sold out to the upadhis and their bhoga, he says, I don't want to delay my moksha, straight, I want the krama mukti, no, sadhya mukti. Then he'll go for the Upanishadic study, directly contemplating. He will contact the devatas, Ishvara, but not for any of the other results. He just asks, can you help me in my this Sadhya Mukti sadhana? In empowering me, in giving some strength. Yeah, little we can give you. Yeah, give, thank you. He does upasana, but only for the Sadhya Mukti, instantaneous Mukti. By Brahma Jnana is equal to Brahma Anumukti is equal to Aham Brahmasmi Anumukti. So this shloka was talking to us about this. Now we are seeing it last 2 3 days. Today also we'll see lot of Puranas, especially are referred to substantiate this point. And here Shankara Bhagavan is more honest than intelligent, smart. He is intelligent, he is smart, no doubt. But more than that, they are honest. What is it? Is those Puranas which you study, those Purana Ukta Upasanas which you do, those Puranas in which you are taught to do the bhakti of the Lord, be attentive. In those your so-called Puranas also, only the Jnana is the Hetu for moksha is said. Your own Puranas, where you are studying about bhakti and all. Wahi Bhagavan and all those bhaktas categorically are saying only through the Jnana, Mukti, whether it is Sadhya or Krama. No Bhagavan whom you are worshipping is assuring you of Mukti without Jnana. They also assure you of so many other lokas and the bhoga there, which are denied for the Jnani. They all are there. But ask for moksha final, Sorry, there is no moksha in this way. In this way also moksha is there only through the knowing of Brahman, the Atman. Your own Puranas, not one, not two, every. And yesterday, day before again, we have seen in the stotrams in our Skanda Purana how the bhaktas are praising the Lord Jagannatha. For moksha, Bhagavan was giving Tattvajnana only there. See the clarity of it. There is no ambiguity at all. And both are there for us. Choice is ours. It is a big test for our own intellectual thinking maturity to choose and stick to the path. And the one who considers himself to be lower or weak or incapable, etc., he will go for the lower things. But the one who has enthusiasm, who has got the inspiration, he just says, why should I go in that slow path? I'll just take flight. I will not go by goods train or any of the slow transport. So to give to us the possibility of these two options that this mantra very clearly says to us. Right? We will continue studying it today. The beautiful reference of Puranas. Right? And before that, our everyday Sankalpa and Prarthanas. And before that, very short and quick, the what do you call the common sense thought. In today's common sense thought, same what we are discussing just now. They are all first just be aware of the life we are living, going through. Then observe that, very important, that we are lost in the trivials of the life. First point is observation. Second, understand that we are lost in very temporary, ephemeral, trivial, small, little, momentary indulgence or enjoyments or pleasures of life. Through contacting the Shabda Sparsha, through contacting the people, etc. If that's the only way that's possible, then we would have allowed to be continued. But there is something higher, deeper, greater, nobler, permanent also. We have to come to this third thing. The third point is the understanding about the possibility of the greater and higher. Many people don't become aware of it. Therefore, they don't even think about the possibility for them. Can they go? No, they don't go. Then life, life after life, life after life after life, they only are in the trivials of the Shabda Sparshadi, the pleasures of the world. And उसमें भी उतना ही मेहनत है. उसमें भी we become enslaved. There also we are disappointed, dejected. And nothing becomes easier even there too. But only one thing is, little quickly the results come. And they appear to be tangible or substantial or experiential. But they are only at the Indriya level, Mana level. उसका चले जाते है ना. Which are the Indriya Mana bhogas of ours have entered into the heart, बताओ. They cannot, उसको उतना औकात नहीं है. So first, start becoming aware. Second, become aware that in my whole day schedule, I am only in the trivial happinesses, very gross pleasures I am lost. Second is, there is a possibility of the greater and higher. The spiritual truths become very clear about it. The third one. Now, the fourth one is very, very essential. Key, whether we run behind the trivials or whether we go for spiritual, all that is in our thought flow of the mind. Today's thought is this one. Key, in our mind, through the senses or by itself, either of these two, whichever we are entertaining, that alone is inspiring us, that alone is pulling us, that alone is tempting us. And thus, as much the one who is continuously exposing to the higher possibilities of spirituality through his mind intellect, in him the enthusiasm to achieve that, the desire to achieve that, the restlessness to achieve that, the sense of urgency to achieve that is growing, is becoming sadhana. So where is the whole thing? In our mind. And the other one, by himself or through senses, who is exposing his mind to the other worldly things. In him, the desire for those trivials, the demand for them, the compulsion of them, the necessity of them, the sense of urgency to obtain them, that is what growing in him. And always remember, as the thoughts of the mind, as the mind we are so. So therefore, the whole spirituality is bring the intellect, use it to become aware of what exactly happening in my mind with which I am identifying. So if the mind is running for the worldly things, inevitably we also get in ourselves those identities only. And that is called moha and maya. That minute after minute, hour, we go on getting lost in it. Like ना बस 5 मिनट एक सिनेमा देखेंगे या 10 मिनट एक न्यूज़ देखेंगे. इस तरह we sit. But never ever we control the 5-10 minutes. It goes for 1 hour, half an hour. That is a moha. That is a maya. और थोड़ा, है ना? These outer entertainment enjoyments, then idra bhoga, the bhojanadi. If you are not highly strictly disciplined, they have knack of consuming our time, pulling us into themselves, slowly enslaving it, us to it. And then those vasanas become stronger. Then, while involving in them, that becomes a habit. Then the intellect also becomes its slave. It also starts justifying. Then what about old spirituality? Somebody asks, वो जिंदगियां जीनी है, अगली जिंदगी करेंगे, उसके बाद करेंगे. एवरीथिंग लाइक यू आर विथ योर फ्रेंड. 1 मिनट बात करना शुरू करते हो, कभी 1 मिनट नहीं होता हो, 5 मिनट तो हो ही जाता. घूमने के लिए जाते हो, यू नेवर घूमने के जाते फॉर 1 hour. इट ऑलवेज बी 1.5 hour. Isn't it? Window shopping. Definitely you will bargain also. You may not buy it. Time is gone. That is the power of delusion, effect of delusion. In this world, Bhagavan has kept. And from the same Maya Bhagavan are created our upadhis. अब जो उपाधि और दुनिया दोनों मिलते हैं तो वो अपने मस्ती मौजी में रहते हैं. Like to your house, your wife's sister comes. अब they talk all nonsense so much that your breakfast lunch is gone. She will not make. सब डिले हो जाएगा. ये दोनों दोस्त है. Isn't it? Same way, outer world and our faculties are made out of same three gunas. So they are in samavaya sambandha. They are in equivalent relation. They love each other. Therefore उनको उसी में मजा आता है. So my intellect has to come into picture. It has to become aware. With that awareness, our mind has to become, the intellect has to become aware of the mind to see that these things are reduced. All the time we are engaging our mind, even the faculty senses also, only in the reality related, truth related things. And we have to glorify it because it is glorious. And then we have to put effort to feel the self respect, self confidence for doing that. And then identify with it. And most important is continue in that. Most important is continue. Because this world and worldliness entering through the senses and mind never ends till Paramatma Anubhuti is achieved. So all the time you have to say no to it only, deny it only. That is why it is all trivial, it is temporary, it is Maya Kruta, it is Moha Kruta, it is Mithya Kruta, it is binding effect. It will bind. These things have to be kept as an arrows all the time, ready to shoot at those temptations from the world and worldliness. Otherwise, they have the knack of infecting our spiritual personality. है ना? They like the legions, na? They multiply in no time. Like see in last 400-500 years, how one of the religion, which was somewhere started, but now 60% of the world it has occupied, more than that. Legions. They just born only one thing, born, birth. जन्म देते जाओ, डजन डजन, दो दो डजन, तीन तीन डजन. In the same way, these thoughts in the mind multiply in no time, and they become so powerful. They don't even slowly give us a chance again to use the intellect. The intellect को धक्का दे के भगा देते हो. Sometime by the time the intellect becomes aware, यार ये क्या हो रहा है? Our whole life is gone, age is gone, we are already 60, 70, 80, 90. अब तब जान कर भी क्या करेंगे साधना बताओ. So the intellect, it is aware. It is aware of the mind. Mind's movements through the senses into the trivial worldliness or into the spirituality. So we have to sacrifice that for the sake of this. And with regard to upadhis, yaad rakho, whether it is problems with the upadhis, whether it is difficulties, troubles and problems, troubles to the upadhis, whether their maintenance, whether their utilization for sadhana, optimum में perfectly होना चाहिए. If there is a problem, definitely attend to it. If it is needing something, definitely give it. But if it is trying to become over smart, definitely control it. And if it is saying I will not participate in spirituality, punish it. Spirituality में punish करना है उसको, उपाधियों को, देहेंद्र प्राण मन बुद्धि उपाधियों को, like the children. If they are unhealthy, you have to take care. If they need something, you have to give them. And the purpose for which they have to do, they have to do. If not, you have to really control them. So, to any nonsense thing, if they ask, you should be able to convince them. Convince by convince them and don't give the nonsensical things. If are not well, take care of them. Whatever they necessarily need, provide them. But more important than all these three, what they are supposed to do. See to it that it is done. Whether it is children, whether it is employees, whether it is a subordinate, whether it is servants, spiritually, all our faculties. This type of mastery over faculties is required. This type of conscious exposure only to the spirituality relentlessly is required. And that also is not the end of it. Because the result comes later. Always there is some type of dissatisfaction or frustration, spiritual, which may lead for us to again detour and take the worldly path. There we have to be careful. What temptation होता रहता है, आ जाओ भोग है इधर, निद्रा है, enjoy enjoy. So you have to say no to that. Like in any of the higher achievements, let's say of a scientist का हो, और वो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी पाना चाहते हैं, for all of them immediately result want to come. Then the other things keep on tempting. यार कोई है ही नहीं उधर, रिजल्ट ही नहीं आ रहा, why are you wasting time there? Come, let us enjoy here. They tell us, no, 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 I believe my Shastras, my Gurus, they have vehemently indicated to me the presence of that reality as it is far off. I am on that path only. I will not detour. I will not change my track. That's it. अब ये एक एक चीज में इतना हिम्मत चाहिए होता है. And all of that calls for the clarity of understanding which the Shastra Adhyana gives. Luckily, what we saw in common sense thought alone we are seeing in our main Upanishad also. And through the divine spiritual path only, you can go to the bhoga, you can go to the moksha also. It is your maturity of intellect with which the decisions are made, whether they are right or wrong. The right decision is only the spiritual goal. The wrong decision, obviously, is what? Anything else kept as goal pursued. We may get it, but still will not be fulfilling ourselves. It's not a fulfillment. There is no fulfillment other than in spiritual final goal. So today's main thought is, as we are with or without awareness, sending our mind through senses into the direction of the world, then the mind becomes worldly. Identifying with that mind, we also become so. Every day, what we are doing, observe in that. So, too, the mind and senses, through that, if we are attending to the spirituality, those things will come more and more to us. We become that way spiritual. That is why in all sadhana indicated, one common word is used. Sada, sada, sarvada, sarvada. What we do is, definitely we come to spirituality, but sometime only, and the other time, sada again sarvada only to the worldliness. That immaturity we have to conquer with maturity. That no, maximum यही होना चाहिए, वो तो minimum होना चाहिए. And that way we have to mold our day schedule. That way we have to shift and change the things. अब देखो, when you get a new house, you have to change all your positioning of everything. It cannot be same. इसी तरह आगे इसमें तो पूरा अपना सोचने का ढंग, decisions or our daily schedule, everything has to be modified according to this goal. Only the Tattva Shastras are there around us, and only those reasonings we are doing, readings we are doing, contemplations we are doing. By that we are becoming deeper and subtler in our understandings, and that alone we are seeking through meditation. कितना मजा आता है देखो, कर पाए तो करना भी चाहिए. But other things, same devatas only we are doing upasana, but asking for them, ye do, wo do, wo do. Like laborer or beggar. Some people, though, even though they don't take the shelter of God, they themselves try by themselves. And with their effort, they can't achieve. Therefore, they go by the bylanes or the wrong means. And that's the beginning of destruction. Evolution की जगह devolution होता है. With all difficulty has come to be a human being, then slowly by such activity, life by life, you will only fall down. अब देखो, कुछ भी करो, दो बातें तो सत्य है. The level of awareness and the level of sacrifice. The lower for the sake of higher. How much I am aware about the goal to be reached, how much I am aware and I am able to do the sacrifices of the lower ones. So much we grow spiritually. Indirectly. It's throughout in life also, in the other field also. तो इस तरह से mind, where is it going? That's the only thing today mainly we wanted to discuss, right? Now let us do our Sankalpadi. Narayana. 1 second. What happened to you? Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या संप्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधीः शरणागतवत्सलतत्त्वनिधे भव शङ्करदेशिक मे शरणम्। ओम ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगति एकता शान्त्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिसमस्त मन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्य दिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना उपासना यज्ञयागसाधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणार्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृदेश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम। Friends, fourth chapter, 5 mantras. Let us enjoy chanting. Om अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। Om य एको वर्णो बहुधा शक्तियोगात् वर्णाननेकान् निहितार्थो दधाति विचैति चान्ते विश्वमादौ स देवः स नो बुद्ध्या शुभया संयुनक्तो तदेवाग्निस्तदादित्यः तद्वायुस्तदुचन्द्रमाः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्म तदापस्तत्प्रजापतिः त्वं स्त्री त्वं पुमानसे त्वं कुमार उत वा कुमारी त्वं जीर्णो दण्डेन वञ्चसि त्वं जातो भवसि विश्वतो मुखः नीलः पतङ्गो हरितो लोहिताक्षः तडिद्गर्भः ऋतवः समुद्राः अनादिमत्वं विभुत्वेन वर्तसे यतो जातानि भुवनानि विश्वा अजामेकां लोहितशुक्लकृष्णां बह्वीः प्रजाः सुजमानां स्वरूपाः अजो हि कोजुषमाणोऽनुशेते जहात्येनां भुक्तभोगाम् अजोन्यः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतन्नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः एकादशो मन्त्रः। प्लीज चैंट 11th mantra 2 times. ॐ ज्ञात्वा देवं सर्वपाशापहानिः क्षीणैः क्लेशैः जन्ममृत्युप्रहाणिः तस्याभिध्यानात् तृतीयं देहभेदे विश्वैश्वर्यं केवलाप्तकामः ज्ञात्वा देवं सर्वपाशापहानिः क्षीणैः क्लेशैः जन्ममृत्युप्रहाणिः तस्याभिध्यानात् तृतीयं देहभेदे विश्वैश्वर्यं केवल आप्तकामः. So, very beautiful. Jnatva Devam. When the Brahman is realized as our own selves. Sarva Pasha Apahan. What are the Pashas? The Avidya, Avidya, Kama, Karma, Moha Adi. All of them are the ropes which tie us down to the Jiva Bhava and to the Samsara. They all go away. Then little deeper, Kshinaihi Kleshaihi. In the pursuit of that Brahman itself, all the avidya, smita, raga, dvesha, adi kleshas go away. Therefore, the result is what? Janma mrityu prahanihi. The janma klesha is this janma mrityu ityadi. So, janana maranadi, dukkha samsara. All of that go away. So, janana maranadi dukkha hetu vinashaha. This is what? Jnana phalam. Directly realizing ourselves to be that Brahman, and the whole world also is that Brahman, and that Brahman are not two. It is one without second, and it is me. In this Jnanam, this is how the instant realization moksha, sadhya phala comes. Feel for it as deeply as possible while thinking, while understanding. The substratum of everything is me. May I identify with that. Then all the ignorance born delusions, delusion born upadhi tadatmya, delusion born reality given to world, delusion born in the inner equipment, the variety of raga dveshadi sankalpas, and working under their influence and creating the causes for the karma phala and getting bound by the janma mrityu and in that sukha dukkha. All of that is gone away when the self is realized. This is called Sadhya Mukti. Now the other is the Krama Mukti. What is it? Dhyane kinchita Krama Mukti Rupam Visheshamaha. Dhyane, through dhyana, also Mukti will come, but that also with Jnana, but the dhyana leads to the Krama Mukti. Here, without much of picturizing negatively, the Bhagavan Shankaraji commenting it as if healthy. But we have to understand the facts of the delay in the moksha in this dhyana marga. Delay in moksha because of we'll be caught up at every of the phalasthiti. Here he is talking about the dhyana phala as becoming one with Ishvara. And that is for the people who are doing the dhyana means upasana at the highest order or level. But the others who cannot reach to that highest level of dhyana or upasana, other things they do, then they get those results which take them to the different in between lokas, in between yonis, in between sukhas. वो भी अच्छे लगते हैं, enjoyment होता है. But then they are at the upadhi level and we are delayed off the moksha there. And every of these things will try to pull us to stay there only for more time. It's like when a person is working well, the boss पैसे भी ज़्यादा नहीं देगा, उसको छोड़ेगा भी नहीं, जाने नहीं देगा. Same way, these different stand posts or the posts, the places of pleasures will hold us there only. उनको गिराक चाहिए. That problem will be there. By the way, keep it in mind. Now, he is explaining the third and fourth line of Tasyavidhyanat Trutiyam Dehabhede Vishvaishwaryam Kevala Apta Kamaha. So, the highest level of dhyana is equal to highest level of upasana is equal to the highest level of reaching of the Oneness with Ishvara, having gone where the Vishwa Aishwaryam is enjoyed. But that also having found to be incomplete, seeking the complete experience, there also through the Atmajnana only that completeness, the moksha will come. But how much time it will take for one to feel the satisfaction with the Ishwariya Bhoga and wanting to go beyond? It's all again delay. Like the people in the world now, in different monetary positions, in different official positions, the social statuses, they are there. So it gives them such a joy कि इसको छोड़ना है, स्पिरिचुअलिटी पकड़ना है, अगर बंदा सोचता है नहीं, इवन इज 90 years old, सी दैट मिस्टर टाटा टाटा करके चला गया, बट इट वॉन्ट हैपन जस्ट लाइक दैट. कब होगा वी डोंट नो. दैट टाइप ऑफ दैट इज कॉल और थोड़ा और थोड़ा और थोड़ा ईश्वरीय भोगों को लेट मी एंजॉय मोर, लेट मी. सडनली नहीं होता हो कि सब छोड़ने का, हो भी सकता है, बट इट इज ए चांस. So, two paths of instant liberation of Sadhya Mukti of Jnana, and then slowly realization of Krama Mukti through Upasana or Dhyana. Here, Dhyana means Upasana, remember. Anything other than knowing the self with Vicharana, put all of them in one word Dhyana. Mainly उसमें उपासना यज्ञ याग आते हैं. Definitely they are addressing to some upasya devata. So we go to those lokas. But all upasana devatas are nothing but Ishvara. But the highest level of understanding and upasana, we become one with Ishvara. That's called Sayujyam. Yesterday we saw in another text also. But they stay there enjoying all of that. But sometime it will appear, यार ये तो भी ultimate नहीं है, या है क्या इससे बढ़कर? Why not this Nirguna Brahma Prapti is there? There also again through Jnana only. So, tasya parameshwarasya abhidhyanat. When one is doing the abhidhyana of the Parama Ishwar, Parameshwar का अविद्या means you may take as Ganapati or Shiva, but they are none but Parameshwara. वो knowledge होना चाहिए, है ना. शिवा राम कृष्ण विष्णु आर द रूप नाम, they did their own leelas, but all of them basically are the Parabrahma only with the Maya called as Ishvara. Basically, therefore, for your convenience, you may choose any of the gods, but without any alternative or choice given, we have to consider them to be Parameshwar. वो है, तभी जाकर वो लोक में हम जाएंगे. ओके, परमेश्वर लोक. सो तस्य परमेश्वरस्य, of the Parameshwara. Abhidhyanat means dhyana is the job of intellect. So the intellect with all its subordinates of mind and senses only engaged in the upasana of that outside and inside. That is called as avidhyana of that Parameshwara. Then deha bhede. ऐसा करते करते when the body is left. Before body is left only, to the satisfactory level, if the dhyana is done by this sadhaka, what will happen? The deha bhede means sharira pata uttara kalam. When the body is left, after that, archiradina devayana patha gatva. He will be taken in the path of devayana, the path of the fire. Archi means fire. Dhuma means the smoke. सो ये अर्ची मार्ग में जाएंगे. धूम मार्ग में जो पाप अधर्म करते ना, दे गो दैट यमलोक मार्ग. The Jews have done the punya and upasana, they are taken in the archiradi marga, the path of light and fire, where en route all the beautiful enjoyment entertainments are given. और धूम मार्ग में बीच बीच में जहां मौका मिले वहां दो चार पिटाई करेंगे. Because of the sins that are done. So अर्चिरादिना देवयान पथा गत्वा, कहाँ जाएंगे? If their upasana or dhyana is up to the mark, मतलब highest level, कि परमेश्वर सायुज्यम गतस्य. He becomes सायुज्य मुक्त with परमेश्वर. He will be entering this परमेश्वर only. सायुज्य उनसे एक हो जाते. उनसे एक हो जाते हैं, लेकिन वो खुद भी अल्टीमेट नहीं है ईश्वर, बिकॉज द अल्टीमेट इज ब्रह्मन अलोन. सो परमेश्वरस्य सायुज्यं गतस्य तृतीयं, दट परमेश्वर स्थिति तृतीय स्थिति, विराट रूप अपेक्षया अव्याकृतं परम व्योम कारणे ईश्वरावस्थम विश्वैश्वर्य लक्षणम फलम भवति. So the Virat Purusha is first level, Hiranyagarbha is second level, Parameshwara is the third level. Virat is Sthula, Hiranyagarbha is Sukshma, Parameshwara the Karana Sthiti goes. So the Trutiyam word has to be explained from the Upanishadic main mantra. So Bhagavan is explaining Trutiyam means Virat Rupa Apekshaya Trutiyam. What is it? Avyakruta, Avyakruta, Parama Vyoma, Parama Vyoma, Karana, Karana, Ishvarakyam. The Trutiya Sthiti called as Ishvara Sthiti. The Trutiya Sthiti called as Karana Sthiti, because it is a Karana for the Stula and Sukshma. Then the Trutiya Sthiti is called as Parama Vyoma, the supreme space it is. And then Avyakruta. In that, the differentiations have not happened. That is called. So Avyakruta, non-differentiated, Paramavyoma, supreme space, Karana, the cause of the other two, Ishvara Avastam, called as Ishvara Sthiti it is. And there, because he is the Karana, that Karanatva itself gives the Ishvaratva. And is Karana for what? The entire Vishwa. Therefore, Vishwa Ishvaratvam. That's why it said Vishwa Ishvari Lakshanam Phalam Bhavat. कारण होने की वजह से he will have the ईश्वरीय शक्ति to control the entire विश्व, स्थूल सूक्ष्म विश्व, विराट एंड हिरण्यगर्भ. तो विराट हिरण्यगर्भ को भी ईशण करने की जो ईश्वरीय स्थिति है वहां तक हम पहुंच सकते. दैट इज परम व्योम, दैट इज अव्याकृत, दैट कारण, इट इज हायर देन इवन हिरण्यगर्भ स्थिति. हिरण्यगर्भ इज द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ दैट ईश्वर at the subtle level. The whole Virat is the expression of same Ishvara at the gross level. So Virat Purusha, Hiranyagarbha Purusha and Ishvara Purusha. So with that Ishvara, he can go and become one. One done. After this, samajh gaya na? Then Saha, that seeker, tad anubhuya, he will enjoy it for some time. Then, as regards the Anatma Bhogas are concerned, that is the highest. Now, the only one thing left is the Atma Anubhuti. Therefore, having spent sufficient time there, reveling in that for sufficient time, maybe some 10, 5, 20, 40,000 lakh samvatsar, enemy, or kitna bhi ho sakte, we don't know. How many yugas, mahayugas, or how much of the time one stays there with that avyakruta param vyoma ishvara sthiti, enjoying the Ishwarya. Time is not mentioned by Shankara. Jitna bhi ho sakta, apni marzi. But at the last point, he may get fed up even with that. He wants, if something higher than that it is there, he wants that. And that higher than that is Brahman alone. Therefore, Aishwar Lakshana Phalamavati Satad Anubhuya Tatra Eva. There also, Nirvishesham Atmanam Jnatva. There also, Sakala Vishesha Rahita means this Ishvara Sthiti is Vishesha Yukta, wherein the Brahman with Maya is called as Ishvara. So Nirvishesha means even the Maya Upadhi also is not there. So that Nirvishesha Atmanam Jnatva. Jnatva means he inquires and he knows. Here, this is Savishesha. This is also, though the greatest, but still the Upadhi Yukta only. So infinite Upadhi, but it is also Upadhi, no? Is there something beyond? Yes. There is something Nirvishesham Atmanam Jnatva. He knows it, it is there. Then Kevalaha, that Nirvishesha Brahman is Kevala. In that Maya ka bhi kel nahi hai, Jurat nahi. Now to achieve that, whatever the Ishwariya Sthiti he was enjoying so far, will he have to give it up or not? He'll have to give up. Therefore, it is said, Nirasta Samasta Aishwarya. which he himself has obtained through lot of dhyana और upasana, that ऐश्वर्य का समस्त को इनको निरस्त समस्त ऐश्वर्य, he'll have to give up that ऐश्वर्य. Then तद उपाधि सिद्धि, उस ऐश्वर्य उपाधि से जो सिद्धिया मीन्स he was enjoying commanding the Hiranyagarbha, enjoying commanding the Virat Purusha, through them the commanding the whole universe. So nirasta samasta aishwarya tad upadi siddhi, then avyakruta parama vyoma karana ishvara atmaka tritiya avastha, which was said. Which is tritiya avastha? Second time it is repeated now. Here just within few minutes. So that which is avyakruta, which is not got differentiated. Vyakruti means Visheshana, Akriti means differentiated. Avyakrita means non-differentiated. Vyoma means the subtlemost space. Karana, Karana for the other two. Ishvara, the ruler and governor, because he is the Karana. That Atma Kartru तृतीय अवस्था जो अभी तक पाया ना, उसको क्या करना चाहिए? That is in short is called as Vishvaishwaryam Hitva. The important word is Hitva. He'll have to give up that to go to that Kevala sthiti of Nirvishesha sthiti of Brahman. So that's what he says, Hitva. Then to give it up, that Ishwariya sthiti, at the Ishwariya sthiti, whatever the enjoyment he was having, he should have satisfaction for it. That's called Aptakamaha. With regard to this, the Aptakam ho gaya. Bas ho gaya mere ko khushi. Then what his attitude now is Atmakamaha. That Atman, the Brahman, is the one now who is seeking it. With that seeking, he just focuses attention on the self, which the Satyamukti person has done on the earth itself. He did not go to that level of Ishwar. वहां भी जाकर आत्मकाम बनकर से देखो, here only I became Aptakama regarding everything. Aptakama means all desires fulfilled. Then I have become Atmakami. Then I went to Guru. I heard from his Vedanta. I contemplated, realized. यही हो गया. But the other one, through the dhyana means upasanas, वो बीच बीच में कहाँ कहाँ घूमते हुए finally went to Ishvara. There he did the Ishanam of this Hiranyagarbha and the Virat for a long time. He enjoyed it. Then at one point, with that he is satisfied. Then he questions for the something else, highest. The highest is any day Nirvishesha Kevala Brahman only. At that time, to reach to that Brahman, he'll have to give up all that, which he was enjoying so far. So hitva, about them aptakam ho gaya, mujhe ab nahi chahiye. Then atmakama, which is atmakamana. When he focuses again on the self there, purna ananda advitiya brahma rupa avatishtati. Purna, complete. Ananda, blissful. Earlier it was pleasure or sukha through the upadhi. Though it's the infinite upadhi, maya upadhi. अभी निरुपाधिक आनंद, स्वरूप आनंद कहते हैं उसको. So Purna Ananda, Purna complete. No Apurnata like in the earlier cases. Ananda is pure solid mass of bliss. Advitiya ऐसा दूसरा नहीं है, one without second. Brahma Rupaha, that state is called as Brahman. As that Brahman avatishtate, he will be established. So for the moksha, whether it is having reached the Ishwaratva or on the earth also, in both cases, Aham Brahmasmi alone is the moksha hetu. वहां भी जाकर उनको मोक्ष मिले तो like even if you go to America, if you're getting moksha, you have to become Brahma Jnani only. Even if you go to Chandra Mandala, Surya Mandala, you may get the outer sukhas, bhogas better there compared to what you have the lower worlds. But moksha to ultimate में ही मिलेगा. Beyond all this, whether it is here or there. Interesting. तो चुन लो आप, सत्य मुक्ति चाहिए कि क्रम मुक्ति चाहिए. It is your choice. Nobody will compel you. Isn't it? Nobody will compel. So, we'll choose the Sadhya Mukti only. We do the Dhyana and Upasana, but not to go to those worlds. Very specifically. When you do the Upasana to Devatas, they're happy. They ask, क्या चाहिए तुमको? Don't ask them, शब्द स्पर्श भोग चाहिए, उत्तम लोक चाहिए. I am just wanting to be qualified for the moksha through jnana. I did upasana just to take a chance whether you can help a little bit. And each of the devatas, including Ishvara, whatever the help they can do, they will do for our goal of Sadyamukti, realizing Brahman. That is the beauty of this. Now, all what is spoken in this mantra earlier, again in a very lengthy, complete words, Shankara Bhagavan is summarizing. Etad uktam bhavati. Etad uktam bhavati means this is what being said so far. This is said. This is the essence of what we have seen so far. Etad uktam bhavati. मतलब इसमें ये बात बताया गया. Because it is very important. Again he is summarizing. Again he will summarize. 3 बार करेंगे वो. And उसमें his smartness is what? So 2 types of travelings are there. The Krama and Sadhyo. Now choose which you want to have. You want to go through the long process, Krama or Sadhya. He will be in Sadhya Mukti only. He will not force us. If you ask, he will recommend us. Like a shopkeeper. He will not force us to buy this or that. He will display everything. If you ask, then he will tell, yeah, इसका दाम ठीक है और अच्छा है, durable है. I use this only. आप भी try कर सकते. Because we ask, he will recommend. Otherwise, he will not force. But he will have both. भगवान शंकर जी और श्रुति माता दोनों हमारे सामने रख रहा है. फोर्स नहीं करेंगे. बट वी आस्क दे रिकमेंड, या ऑब्वियसली सद्य मुक्ति से इंडे हेल्दी. बट द क्रम मुक्ति में जो ऑल प्लेजर्स भोगास कम, दे विल नॉट बी देयर. है ना? लाइक व्हेन यू गो इन ट्रेन, हर जगह रुकेगी, चाय वाला आएगा, बिस्कुट वाला आएगा, कितना मजा आता है, समोसे वाले आएगा. एंड वंडरफुल सीनरीज, यू कैन सी द माउंटेन, द रिवर, द जंगल, जानवरों को देखेंगे. कितना बढ़िया होता है ट्रैवलिंग ट्रेन. These all will not be there when you go in flight. But in flight, quickly you reach there. Going in flight is Sadhya Mukti. But no pleasures of this train travel. You know, those who prefer reaching the goal quicker, they just forego all these entertainments. वह एक आध बार गए थे ट्रेन में, आया मजा. हर बार वही होता है, मुझे डेस्टिनेशन पहुंचना है, आई कैन अफोर्ड, आई एम पेइंग, आई एम गोइंग बाय फ्लाइट. So to the person little intelligent, he knows यार pleasures with इंद्रियास are same, इधर हो या उधर हो. अगर कुत्ता भी एंजॉय कर रहा है, उसको अच्छा बिस्कुट दो. तो आई एम ऑल्सो ईटिंग बिस्कुट, नॉट द कुत्ता वाला. नॉट मच, फर्क ज्यादा नहीं है. एंड यू गो टू द देवता लोक में, वहां का भी वही बिस्कुट होएगा, थोड़ा हाई क्वालिटी होगा बस. Isn't it? What's there in 7-star, 5-star, 3-star, multi-star? वही खाना होगा, लिटिल हियर लिटिल देयर, थोड़ा क्वालिटी में फर्क उतना ही ना. So understand, the one who understands this is just one go, he gives it up. That's the majority. The one who cannot give it up, he says, no, flight में जल्दी जाते होंगे, लेकिन I want to go by train because I want to enjoy so many things en route. So he is in that intellectual conviction level. The other one is that intellectual conviction level. ये दोनों हमको चॉइस है. सो एतद उक्तम भवति. भैया ये बताया जा रहा है क्या कि सम्यक दर्शनस्य, for the one who has got the darshan of the samyak vastu. That samyak means ultimate vastu is Brahman. So samyak darshana vasya tatha bhuta vastu vishayatvena. That Brahman alone is the point of inquiry and identification or realization for him. What will he get? Nirvishaya, no vishayas in that. Purna, complete. Ananda, bliss. Advitiya, one without second. Brahma is Vishayatvat. That being the subject for that person who is seeking Samyak Darshana. So Samyak Darshana is Upanishadukta Brahma Darshana. That Brahma is of this type. Ki Nirvishaya, Purna, Ananda, Advitiya. Nirvishaya, there is no Vishay differentiation. Purna, it is no apurnata of any sort. Ananda, it is of the bliss. And one without second. ये 4 शब्द याद रखना. निर्विषय, पूर्ण, आनंद, अद्वितीय. That being his point of inquiry, तद विषय sorry, पूर्ण आनंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्म विषयत्वात् विज्ञान अनंतरम. Once that is realized with all the efforts, विज्ञान अनंतरम अविद्या तत्कार्य प्रहाणेन. Avidya with all its karya, they all get destroyed. Therefore, again, Purna Ananda Advitiya Brahma Swarupa Avatishtati. He himself gets established in I am that Purna Ananda Nirvishesha Advitiya Brahma. Because that is the point of his meditation. Means Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. That is necessary there. If you want to know the Brahman, only way to know him is know him as your own self. And the Sthiti of Brahman is, it is Nirvishesha. Sthiti of Brahman is Purna. Sthiti of Brahman is Ananda. And that Brahman is one without second. Advitiya. So Nirvishesha Purna Ananda Brahma. Advitiya Brahma. Nirvishesha Purna Ananda Advitiya Brahma Rupena Avatishtate. Because he was Samyak Darshanasya. He wants to have the darshan of the Samyak Vastu directly. And that is Brahman. It cannot be experienced as an object. It is experienced as subject. It is Nirvishesha. It is Purna. It is Ananda Rupa. It is Advitiya. हो गया इनका खेल खत्म दुकान बंद. Second one now. Dhyanasya punaha. The other alternative. The one who is not contemplating know the truth, but using the buddhi and other faculties to tune to that Paramatma in the Saguna Sakara form. So Dhyanasya punaha. The one who is at the intellectual level, not the intuitive level of the apprehension of the Brahman, which is very sublime state of evolution, which comes after deep inquiry, contemplation into the Brahman through the help of the Upanishadic sentences under the guidance of Guru. उनको तो ब्रह्म मिल गए, निर्विशेष पूर्णानंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्म. But the other one, ध्यानस्य पुनः. Dhyana means what? He is enchanted by the Rupa, Nama, Guna, Leela, Shakti of the Lord. Dhyana means Nama Dhyana, Rupa Dhyana, Guna Dhyana, Leela Dhyana, Dama Dhyana. Except Swarupa Dhyana, everything is Dhyana. Swarupa Dhyana में वो होता है ज्ञान, जो already कह चुके. So ध्यान से पुनः, listen carefully. Sahasa means quickly or instantaneously. Na nirakare buddhi pravartate. The one who is holding on to the intellect or the mana or the indriyas and focusing on the saguna sakara, उसका उनको आदत हो गया. निराकार निर्गुण में बुद्धि न प्रवर्तते. It is not easy for him to pull his attention into that. Therefore, iti सविशेष ब्रह्म विषयत्वात्. Therefore, निर्विशेष ब्रह्म में ये बंदा जो उपाधियों के स्थाई पे है, वो तुरंत फोकस नहीं कर सकता. Therefore, his point of dhyana, including all upasanas, is सविशेष ब्रह्म विषयत्वात्. That सविशेष ब्रह्म is ईश्वरा, and ईश्वरा himself ब्रह्म, विष्णु, महेश्वर, राम, कृष्ण, अब नाम कुछ भी. सविशेष ब्रह्म विषयत्वात्. No, there is a quotation. Tam yatha yatha upasate. That Paramatma, in whatever way they do upasana, that's what they get. That's the rule. Like Gita, maybe ye yatha mam prabhadyante tan tata eva bhajami aham. Whoever is worshipping me in whatever way, for whatever result, I just bless them with that only. But one very subtle thing there, Sri Krishna indicates, which is here also there, ki mama vartman vartante manusha par sarvasha. If they are in the path of worshipping me, so that path is of reaching me only, because if not today, tomorrow in them the thought will come that I don't want something from the God, but I want to merge one, become one with the God. Instead, they are on my path only. Even for the Artha Kama Bhoga, they come to me, they are on the path of reaching me. Because they are believing me, no? So slowly I'll induce in him the Viveka Vairagya for these trivials. I'll induce in him the Jignasa for the ultimate truth, because he is holding on to. Like then the children are totally surrendered to parents. Parents will ensure that the children settle properly in the study, in the job, in the new house, in the marriage, in everything. Oh, banda gadhe log ghar chhod ke gaye, what can they do? Isn't it? So the Lord ensures that this person is directed towards the Nirguna Brahma, because that is the way the moksha happens. That is why Mama Vartma Anuvartante Manusha Par Sarvasha. Mama Vartma means the path which takes them to me. मेरे को पहुंचने वाला मार्ग. Vartma means marg. Mama Vartma Anuvartante Sarva Manusha Partha Sarvasha. Therefore, whoever are worshipping me, even for the bhoga, they will be reaching to me only, if not today, tomorrow. Those who are worshipping me direct for the moksha, उनको और तो जल्दी मिलता है. Those who are following the instructions given by me through the Upanishads and through the Guru, उनको मेरे पास आने की जरूरत नहीं है, उनको भी पहुंच जाएगा. Are the ones neither spiritual seekers but only material seekers, that also denying me. Then they caught up in their own mind intellect, which is Maya and Avidya. Then वो भटकेंगे ज़्यादा समय. That's why even if it is bhoga, let us worship Lord only. When you are worshipping the Lord for bhoga, why not worship for the yoga or the moksha? Then when you worship the Lord for yoga or moksha, Lord alone comes in our life as Guru, and Guru takes the Tattva Shastra and teaches. Only one thing more left. Study those Tattva Shastras, Moksha Shastras, Brahma Vidya Shastras, called as Upanishads, so thoroughly that you are full with the material or the knowledge. Contemplate and realize the self. हो गया. That way, you and I who are studying Upanishad every day, we might have gone through all these things. We have to realize it, that we are blessed with the Tattva Jnana through Upanishads. We have to become serious and sincere in using them. We have to aim at only Sadhya Mukti. Don't go back into Krama Mukti. Very important. What you are entertaining every day, that's going to determine your future, your character. In spite of listening to Upanishadic Jnanam, if the Kramamukti related upasanas and other bhogas are entertained, we'll go there और वहाँ जाते जाते ये दूर हो जाता है फिर पता नहीं फिर कब याद आएगा. But anyway, we are here. Let's bypass everything else. Straight away seek the Brahman. That's what. So, uh, uh, tam yatha yatha upasate tadeva prapnoti iti nyayena. This being the logic or said in the Shastra. Savishesha Vishwa Ishwarya Lakshana Brahma Praptya. You will not get the Nirvishesha Purna Ananda Aditya Brahma. No, you will get Savishesha, not Nirvishesha. Then Vishwa Aishwarya. There is a Vishwa other than him, but he is the Ishvara of the Vishwa. That type of Lakshana Brahma Prapti means Saguna Brahma Prapti means Shabala Brahma Prapti. Praptya, Praptya, Vishwa Aishwaryam Anubhuya. He will enjoy that Aishwarya. For how long, we don't know. There is a chance after that. What is that? After that Vishwa Aishwaryam, Sagunwala enjoy karke, Nirvishesha, Purna, Ananda, Brahma, Atmanam, Jnatva, like the earlier person. At that time, he may seek that. अब ये नहीं चाहिए मुझे. Like some through the brahmacharya ashram only directly they bypass Grahastha Vanaprastha, they go for Satyasa and do the sadhana. Some of them from brahmacharya go to Grahastha, then go through all the drama gamut, then they go to Vanaprastha, then finally they take sannyas. So brahmacharya sannyasi is called as Sadhya Mukti, Prayatnam. And going through all the in between is called Krama, Dere Dere. So this person also, because the buddhi cannot be निर्गुणा, he did the saguna savishesha upasana, then जिसका उपासना करते वही मिलता है. According to that rule, he will get that savishesha Vishwa Ishwarya Brahma Prapti. Then that Vishwa Ishwarya he will enjoy. Doing the Ishanatva of the Vishwa for good time, he will enjoy. After that, same like the earlier person, the Sadhya Mukti Wala, Nirvishesha Purna Ananda Brahma Atmanam Jnatva. Realizing that Nirvishesha Purna Brahma is one so himself, Kevala Atma Kamaha. For that, you will have to give all other kamanas and it should become Atma Kamaha. Then that Atma Kama becomes Apta Kama. He will enjoy that the self. Then Avapta Ashesham Pumartaha Mukto Bhavati. Ashesha Pumartha means Purushartha. The ultimate Moksha Purushartha, he obtains that sadhaka also there. So Vishveshwaryam Anubhuya. That's why you see in the world people, as I said, from the brahmacharya directly took sannyasa or went through vanaprastha, grahastha, vanaprastha and then took. ऐसे भी लोग दिखते हैं दोनों तरह के. और इन अदर वर्ड कोई 1 लाख रुपए कमाकर छोड़कर साधना में लगा, कोई 10 लाख पे, कोई 1 करोड़ पे, है ना. सोई कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी में कार्यकर्ता के रूप में रहकर छोड़कर स्पिरिचुअल बना, कोई एमएलए बनकर छोड़कर बना, कोई मिनिस्टर बनकर भी छोड़कर बना, है ना. मिनिस्टर एमएलए इन टुडेस लैंग्वेज, दोज लैंग्वेज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ somebody is a मंत्री. बहुत सारे मंत्री लोग छोड़कर साधु बन गए, कोई राजा भी छोड़कर साधु बन गए. To know the truth. So they, with their Saguna Upasana, reach to those Vishwa Ishwarya Sthiti in its miniature form as a king or mantri. They enjoyed it. They said enough of it. They just said we want Nirvishesha Ekamevadviya Purna Brahma Anandatma. So they pursued it. Now all these we have to intellectual knowledge and examples. Then we have to think for ourselves what we should opt for. Single pointedly pursue it. Then even though it is not said, it goes without saying that the recommendation, because Upanishad is only the Nirvishesha Purna Brahma Advitya Ananda, that also through the Sadhya Mukti, not Krama. इसलिए इसमें ध्यान वो क्या कहते हैं contemplation inquiry से self is made to be revealed. Not much upasanas are taught. इस उपनिषद में थोड़ा because the mixture of all and it is the last उपनिषद of the small उपनिषद, इसमें थोड़ा दोनों को वेटेज दिया गया. निर्गुण ब्रह्म स्ट्रेट अवे ज्ञानम, सगुण उपासना भी आप पढ़ेंगे. हम अभी तो 11 श्लोक में है ना, आगे देखेंगे. बाकी उपनिषदों में तो डायरेक्टली द निर्विशेष ब्रह्म ओनली स्टार्ट. Nothing else is taught of upasanas. In Puranas, both are taught because they are for that lower level of people who can get inspired at least about spirituality. Even for Arthakama, pursue the Lord. Same people, when they mature, they say, when I'm pursuing the Lord by Arthakama, let me ask for moksha. In that way, it happens. So, in this way, Mukto Bhavati. Now, from here onwards, the quotations. First, Shiva Dharma Upanishad, Shiva Dharmottara Purana, then Dahara Vidya, then Brahma Purana, then Linga Purana, and thereafter Shiva Dharmottama Purana. Then, in this way, uh, so many beautiful quotations are given. Finally, Bhagavad Gita. अब लंबा चौड़ा है, मुझे तो पसंद है ये. आई वांट टू गो थ्रू इट स्लोली. So let us study this portion of तथा शिवो धर्मोत्तरे ध्यान ज्ञान योहो विश्व ऐश्वर्य लक्षणम केवल आत्म काम आप्त काम लक्षणम च फलम दर्शयति. तो इन द शिव धर्मोत्तर पुराण आल्सो ध्यान एंड ज्ञान योहो, ध्यान का अलग ज्ञान का अलग फल. ध्यान का क्या फल है? विश्व ऐश्वर्य लक्षणम. देन व्हाट इज द ज्ञान का फल? केवल आत्म काम आप्त काम लक्षणम च फलम दर्शयति. सेम थिंग दहर विद्या में भी. So those mantras straight away we'll just give the summary of what we studied for a minute or so. Then keep studying these beautiful quotations of Purana, by which पुराणों को पढ़ने का आनंद भी मिलेगा और उसका मुख्य विषय ये है करके पता भी चलेगा. And that is what matching with the Upanishads. There is Purana, Shruti, Smriti or Upanishad. Our goal should be Paramatma Prapti only. The final nichod is that. The Nirguna, Nirvishesha, Nirakara, Sadhya Mukti giving Purna Brahma Ananda alone is the goal. उसको दृढ़ बनाते जाना. देखो उपनिषद हम डेली पढ़ रहे हैं, इसलिए एटलीस्ट अप टू दिस इंफॉर्मेशन लेवल वी केम. कंटिन्यू इट. That information becomes stronger knowledge. Continue it, it will become conviction. Then, yes, we pursue only that one. In the deep recesses of our heart, meditate on that, and we are realize that I am. And we follow Bhagavan Adi Shankara, we follow Vyasa Bhagavan, we follow Puja Gurudev. They recommended this only. Puja Gurudev's whole life is talking Gita Upanishads only, which talk about the Sadhya Mukti, the Brahmanumukti. He never recommended upasana karo, wo lok mein jao, ye bhog karo वगैरह. There are thousands of Mahatmas with lakhs of devotees. They spoke all that. कान्हा को पकड़ो, शिव को पकड़ो, उनकी कृपा से ये पाओ वो पाओ. Those who are liking all of that at the lower level of mind intellect, they go to that. That's also not wrong, but not the highest. Puja Gurudev and Bhagavan Adi Shankara, whom we are following, they didn't guide us towards anything else. They say straight away Sadhya Mukti. उसी का try करो. May not get in this life, but next life again try for that only. So every life is spent only to achieve it. Within few lives you get it. But in the other path of Sadhya Krama Mukti, then we bhatakte rahenge. And how many lokas are there? How many Brahmanas are there? How many Uttama Yonis are there beyond human being for enjoyment? गंधर्व लोक में ही 10 तरह के लेवल्स होंगे, देवता लोक में 100 तरह के लेवल होंगे. So it's lot of punya, you go on enjoying it. Then Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, Brahmaloka. These are all in the Brahmanda. And beyond that also they are there. Every one of them. For the one who is getting enchanted, he gets enchanted. Like I'm going to a hotel to have paratha to spin my stomach. I don't even look at the menu. क्या है पराठा गर्म है, अच्छा बना दो, खाया आ गए. But the one who wants to see the menu is never satisfied because so many things are there. It ये खाऊं वो खाऊं वो खाऊं, एक ऑर्डर करेगा, then it will not be tasty. He'll ask for something else. वो भी ऐसा ही रहता है. But it's still not satisfied. Same way, the matured person says, Nirguna Brahma, I'll just pursue. Full stop, no second thought. The other one, Saguna Upasana karke, he will go to different lokas, enjoys and all. But mind में तो incompleteness हमेशा रहेगा because completeness, पूर्णता is only in Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti. Somewhere en route, wherever his inner intellect becomes matured, that point he may think, यार ये नहीं चाहिए मुझे, ब्रह्म चाहिए. So from that point he can give. That's what Vedanta says. Yada hareva virajet tada hareva pravrajet. That point where you get the conviction to realize the Brahman, you just give up whatever you are doing, go for it. Whether it is as a human being or as a devata or गंधर्व, जहां भी तुमको मन में जो वैराग्य होता है, तुरंत छोड़कर ब्रह्म प्राप्ति के लिए जाओ. यदहरेव विरजेत तदहरेव प्रवर्जेत. You and I are equipping with spiritual Upanishadic knowledge. As we become paripakva in it, maybe in 5 or 6 or 7 lives, then we will see only this. Then only minimum we do the work in the outer world as our dharma, ensuring our antakarna shuddhi with some upasana required. Then deeper, subtler contemplations in which we shift our identity from the upadhis, which is called as the adhyasa ityadi, go to the identification with the Brahma Tattva. Having realized the Brahma Tattva, again in the world, the drama goes on. It won't deter or disturb or trouble the person's experience that I am Brahman. Like the mirage water looks, but the knowledge doesn't go that it is only illusion. It is not real in that way. So tomorrow we'll see one by one quotations. Let's enjoy. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachade Purnasa Purnamada Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Tatsat Brahma Arpamastu. Thank you, friends. Join in 5 minutes for Gita.